how do I make sense of the space of all of these things? Because, like, in my mind, I think about, okay, there's these established players. Postgres has vector stuff. Mongo has vector stuff, right? And they're just building it in because it's, people want it. And they're already using those databases as of record. So there's that. And then there's pure vector database companies, let's say Weaviate, Pinecone, things like that. And maybe this is wrong, but this is how I've categorized it in my mind. And then there's these like platform players that are building a bigger ecosystem. So I have like Elastic they have a vector database, but they have all this other stuff around it. Vectara has a vector database, but they have all this stuff. Am I thinking about it right in these sort of three categories of things? Or how do you envision this space?
Let me first preface this by saying, I think this is amazing what's happening right now. So the example that I always gave, that was just before COVID, the first Weaviate meetup that I ever gave was in New York. So I set up the meetup.com page because we used that back then. And I was and we were talking about back then already about like knowledge graphs and that, nodes that you could, discover with vector embeddings, that kind of stuff. So I went to New York. I hired this room. I forgot the name of the service. And I got myself some pizza, some beer, some drinks. And exactly 0 people showed up.
Oh, the first meetup is always brutal.
Yeah, exactly. So that was very painful. So nobody cares. Fast forward to today, a lot of people care. That's great, because in the end, the vector embedding is a data type. Funny thing is, we can store that data type forever because it's just an array of floating points. Nowadays, it is evolving into something else, like an array of binary array or array of integers, but it doesn't matter. The interesting thing, of course, it's in the search index that we're building, right? So it's very technical, right? So that's just what it sits at the heart. And what you try to do if you have a database, so regardless if you any database, you take the existing structure of indices that you have and then you vector index to it. A lot of them, as we mentioned, use Lucene. A little bit of shoehorning is happening there, but that's fine. People can start to work. But on the other end of the spectrum, something else is happening. And that is everything that has to do with the developer experience. The way that we interact with these kinds of databases, types of applications that we build with these databases, the stacks that start to emerge around these databases, completely different.
Yeah, I mean, my background, so, I came from MongoDB, and the reason they were so successful was because they made a great developer experience.
Exactly. And that is also what I find so tremendously inspirational in like how MongoDB's been doing that. The irony right now is, and that just makes me chuckle, is that if people go like, yeah, but you can also store a vector embedding in Postgres. Yes, you can also store a JSON object in Postgres.
Right. And it's not very good at that either.
That's my point. Right. So, and that's fine. And if people want to do that, they should. My point is it's the developer experience. So what made, in my opinion, you know this better than I do, what is part of making MongoDB famous is the mean stack, right? So let's unpack that a little bit, right? So then of course you have the database, the M. You have Express, that is for the front-end developer.
Or the back end.
The backend, Angular for the front. Sorry, frameworks are an interesting topic in general to talk about. Of course, you have the node also in the backend, right? If we unpack that, what are we looking at, right? So we see a lot of interesting things, right? One is very focused on the web and app development, right? It's very focused on, because that's what we see with Node. It's interesting what we see with the frameworks, because the only thing in the mean stack's not around really anymore is Angular, right?
Nobody uses Angular. It's all React or something else. Same idea. It's another JavaScript front-end framework.
Exactly. Now let's do the same for...
Elastic had that too, right? They had the elk stack, right? So the stacks being part of a stack that resonates with people seems very important.
Now let's look at the stack that is emerging. It's not there yet, but what's emerging for... Well, first of all, the language. Isn't that JavaScript?
No, because it came out of the machine learning world and it was all Python.
Yeah, God knows, right? So I guess so. I mean, if we try to learn from history, the reason that we had JavaScript in Node was, of course, because the browser was probably... That makes sense.
It was all PySpark and all these different ML libraries in Python.
We have completely different frameworks in our space, right? So the famous that are around in the langchains of this world, llama index, stuff that Unstructured is doing, that kind of stuff, right? And now new stuff, DSPy, and so on and so forth. The language is different. The frameworks are different. Backends are different. In the sense of like we need to deal with model serving, model inference, and that kind of stuff. And the databases are different, how you interact with them, right? So it's just a different way, it's a different structure, how you that develop. So let me give you a practical example, right? If you want to do a hybrid search, that's like 4 lines, 5 lines of Python it's more than 100 if you want to do that with MongoDB right now. If we all agree on the fact how important developer experience is, then that's it. That is just because it's a different way of how people build applications. That is what I call the AI native way of building. So that's why I'm saying like MongoDB did so well and with such an inspiration for us for the app developer. We aim to do that for the AI native developer. And yes, I understand that there's some overlap here and there, but I see this, it's just a new wave. It's just a new generation and how things are being built and being created.